I've spoken of the shining city all my political life, but I don't know if I ever quite communicated what I saw when I said it. But in my mind, it was a tall, proud city living in harmony and peace. The fact is, what they called radical was really right. What they called dangerous was just desperately needed. We must keep up our guard, but we must also continue to work together to lessen and eliminate tension and mistrust.
Bigotry seems emboldened. Our politics seems more vulnerable to conspiracy theories. Argument turns too easily into animosity. Disagreement escalates into dehumanization. Too often we judge other groups by their worst examples, while judging ourselves by our best intentions, forgetting the image of God we should see in each other. In all these ways, we need to recall and recover our own identity. Americans have great advantage. To renew our country, we only need to remember our values.
I know many of you will have to see the bill change substantially for you to support it.
I can't trust Obama. He's an Arab.
No, ma'am. He's a decent family man.
We tried to do this by coming up with a proposal behind closed doors, then springing it on skeptical members, trying to convince them that it's better than nothing, asking us to swallow our doubts and force it past a unified opposition. I don't think that's going to work in the end, and probably shouldn't.
Because I don't like losers. He hit me. He's not a war hero. He's a war hero. 5.5 years. He's a war hero because he was captured.
I knew from the outset that being tasked with judging the president, the leader of my own party, would be the most difficult decision I have ever faced. I was not wrong. Corrupting an election to keep oneself in office is perhaps the most abusive and destructive violation of one's oath of office that I can imagine. With my vote, I will tell my children and their children that I did my duty to the best of my ability, believing that my country expected it of me. I will only be one name among many, no more, no less. They will note merely that I was among the senators who determined that what the president did was wrong.
Finding a way to end violence and brutality and to make sure that people understand that Black Lives Matter.
Romney's in isolation?
Yes.
Gee, that's too bad.
Boys, stand back and stand by.
But you also had very fine people on both sides.
I could stand in the middle of Fifth Avenue and shoot somebody and I wouldn't lose any voters. I'm going to bomb the shit out of them. Here's a guy screaming at everything else when we're talking. I'd like to punch him in the face, I'll tell you. I love the old days. They'd be carried out on a stretcher, folks.
If we forget what we did, we won't know who we are. I'm warning of an eradication of the American memory that could result ultimately in an erosion of the American spirit.
Very fine people on both sides.